Disney has been long in the business, and they have got their stars as proof of their success. The likes of Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers all started from Disney and are today professionals in their careers, thanks to the fame they first enjoyed during their time with Disney. However, Disney has also, unfortunately, lost a number of its stars. Today I'll be talking about 8 Disney stars who died tragic deaths. Stay with me. First up on the list is Dennis Day. Dennis Day was one of the original Mouseketeers on the Mickey Mouse Club of the 50s. Although he lived to be 76 years old, the circumstances surrounding his death are heartbreaking. Day's husband, Henry Ernie Caswell, who suffered from memory loss, had reportedly declared him missing in July 2018. According to the story gathered, Day had left his dog with a friend on the day he disappeared. Day's husband, Caswell, was hospitalized at the time. However, Day's car was found later that month on the Oregon coast, but there were no signs of Dennis Day. The first ray of light in Day's case appeared when neighbors complained of a foul smell coming from his home. This then prompted the police to search the property. However, it wasn't until April of the following year that Day's remains were found in his home with the help of a cadaver dog. How sad, right? In June 2019, a certain Daniel James Burda, who was living with Day at the time of his death, was arrested in connection with Day's disappearance and death. Burda was charged with second-degree manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide, abuse of a corpse, identity theft, and other charges. Burda, in his defense, referred to the charges only as messed up. Unfortunately, the death of one of Disney's most renowned stars remains without justice, as the case is still in court several years after the horrific incident. Now at number 2 is Disney's Mary Poppins star, Michael Garber. Michael Garber, featured in 1963's The Three Lives of Thomasina, then came to the limelight the following year as the young Michael Banks in the original Mary Poppins movie. The young star did one more film, which was the 1967's The Gnome Mobile, before going back to school. Between 1976 and 1977, Garber traveled to India, and it was during his trip that he reportedly contracted hepatitis. His brother revealed that Garber had returned home to London for medical treatment, but it was too late by then because the disease had caused pancreatitis and was unfortunately no longer treatable. The Mary Poppins star died at the young age of 21 in 1977. Speaking about his death, co-star Karen Dautrice, who played Garber's on-screen sister Jane Banks, stated how she felt a huge responsibility representing the two of them after his death because, according to her, Garber was 50% of the movie. At number 3, we have Mark Tate Lynch. Mark Lynch starred in the 1990s revival of the all-new Mickey Mouse Club alongside the likes of Justin Timberlake, Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, and Britney Spears. Lynch also appeared in The Lion King on Broadway and was part of season 3 of American Idol. Sadly, Lynch was found dead by his roommate in their New York City apartment in December 2015. Lynch was only 34 years old when he died. It was reported that the performer had allegedly taken time away from showbiz to cope with the death of his mother. However, in March 2016, it was reported that Lynch's official cause of death was listed as acute and chronic alcoholism. In an interview with People magazine, one of Lynch's Mickey Mouse Club co-stars, Dale Godboldo, referred to Lynch as his little brother, whom he knew from their Mickey Mouse Club days. He also stated how he knew Mark was hugely talented and passionate about life. It, however, appears that Lynch's life had been rocky for a long time before his death. Months after he was eliminated from season 3 of American Idol, he was arrested for the possession of 57 Vicodin tablets. Apparently, he'd been suffering from depression and drug addiction. While other MMC stars found fame after their first television appearance, Lynch had struggled to stay in show business before he finally took a break after his mother's death. It would appear that the odds were against Lynch from the start. Next at number 4 is Bridget Anderson. Bridget Anderson starred in Disney's The Parent Trap 2 in 1986 and appeared in several other TV shows throughout her life, including Gunshy, Golden Girls, and Fever Pitch. She was, however, best known for playing the titular role of Savannah in the 1982 film Savannah Smiles. Anderson's early talent earned her critical acclaim, but in the years that followed, her acting opportunities seemed to dry up, and so did her fame. As a teenager, Anderson became involved with drugs. On May 12, 1997, she overdosed on opioids, and on May 18th of the same year, she was declared brain dead and taken off life support. Anderson was just 21 years old when she died. American actress and writer Amber Tamblyn referenced Anderson's tragic demise in her 2015 poetry book titled Dark Sparkler. She told Paper magazine that she drew a connection between Anderson and adult film actress Shannon Marie Wilsey. Apparently, Shannon had gone under the porn name Savannah, which she got from her favorite childhood movie, Savannah Smiles. Anderson's death at such a young age was difficult to bear, and she was mourned for all that amazing talent that went into the grave with her, coupled with the tragic circumstance that surrounded her death. So long, Bridget. Now at number 5, we have Brad Renfro. One of Brad Renfro's early roles was Huckleberry Finn to Jonathan Taylor Thomas's Tom Sawyer in Disney's Tom and Huck in 1995. While Renfro was a successful actor, he struggled with serious substance abuse problems behind the scenes. It was reported that Renfro was born with an addiction to heroin. Crazy, right? He reportedly began smoking pot at age 9 and started drinking by age 11. By the time he was 12 years old, he had begun shooting up. However, it would seem that Renfro's trouble was aggravated when he joined Hollywood, when he was objectified for his appeal as a child. Speaking about this, Fernando Ochil, the first assistant director of 1998's apt pupil movie, revealed that Renfro attended parties that were meant only for the adults on set. In expressing his feelings, Ochil admitted that he felt Hollywood may have failed children like Brad, who were obviously not psychologically ready to be on a film set. Young Renfro was arrested several times for offenses that included DUI, drug possession, and one time for trying to steal a yacht. Renfro died from a heroin overdose at the pitiful age of 25 in the year 2008. Coming up at number 6 is Michael Galeotta. Michael Galeotta starred in the Disney Channel series The Jersey in 1999. He reportedly had a history of high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and diverticulitis. TMZ reported that Galeotta had been hospitalized for abdominal pains, but left before medical professionals gave him the all clear. Mike, as he was fondly called, was found dead in January 2016 in his Glendale, California home. Mike's brother Jimmy stated that their family was uncertain about the kind of care that Mike had received. According to Jimmy, different doctors handled Michael's case and each had a different diagnosis. This inconclusive diagnosis left the family puzzled for many years. However, Michael's death was finally reported to be due to heart disease. He was just 31 years old when he died. For what it's worth, Galeotta had a great acting career during his lifetime, but unfortunately, he died such a tragic death. Now at number 7, we have Lee Thompson-Young. Lee Thompson-Young starred as a teenage secret agent in the Disney Channel series The Famous Jet Jackson from 1998 to 2001. Unfortunately, Young died in 2013 when he was 29 years old by committing suicide. According to the New York Daily News, before his death, Young was being treated for bipolar disorder and depression. When Young failed to show up for filming for an episode of the police procedural series he was featured in at the time, the police were invited to do a well-being check on him, and it was then that they found him dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. To honor his memory, the family launched the Lee Thompson-Young Foundation. The foundation's objective is to create awareness and remove the stigma associated with mental illness, just like the one Young suffered from. Finally, at number 8, we have Cameron Boyce. Cameron Boyce was a veteran of several Disney Channel original shows and movies, including the American comedy TV series Jessie and the Descendant franchise. Boyce died when he was only 20 years old. He reportedly suffered a seizure in his home before he was found unresponsive by his roommate. It is rumored that he died from sudden unexpected death in epilepsy, SUDEP. His parents have since confirmed that Boyce indeed suffered from epilepsy, a condition he was diagnosed with when he was 17. It is noteworthy that apart from acting, Boyce was also a philanthropist at that young age. He saw the need to give back to humanity, and in 2019, he was honored at the Thirst Gala for helping raise over $77,000 to bring clean water to Swaziland. In his acceptance speech at the gala, he quoted fellow actor Denzel Washington in a speech that is now popularly referred to as his last words, which, in summary, encouraged people to lead lives that surpassed the material possessions they own. While Boyce's death is one of the saddest there is, the young actor still left his footprints in the hearts of people, even in his short life. And there you have it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Do let me know your thoughts and comments about all these great Disney actors that have passed on. Until then,